Hello, everyone. This is Joey Jordison, and you're watching Stormbringer, the Austrian heavy zine. Cheers.
Has been a long time for this tour going to happen because all the people have time at the same moment now. Now you're finally here. How is it going so far? How's it feeling?
Excellent. Everything's been great so far, and we practice constantly, like during the day, and like the sound check during the day is pretty much like the most important thing, getting everything straight for the show and all that. But all the shows so far have been killer. And they're just getting better, but the main thing is making sure the fans are taken care of, and the fans have been amazing. So, so far so good.
Yeah, so far so good. And in these 2 years since the band came out, you did like 3 EPs and 2 full records. What is the biggest difference between the first record and the second record for you? Is there any major improvements?
That's a good question, actually. I'm glad you asked that. Because the thing is, the band is always evolving, and the songwriting is always evolving. The thing is, is like we have established like a certain sound, and in Sinsaenum, especially with how we construct songs, and also with Sean and Attila's voices. I really think that we've stamped on something that's very special, and also that, it's really killer that we get out here and we get to play for people. So there's a reason that we're here, and it's not just because of luck, it's because we knew what we were doing. We have, been working on this for a long time. I mean, this goes back to even when Slipknot and Dragon Force were touring together. That's how this band was formed. And other than that, man, all the shows have been great. The fans have been killer, and we're just building. We're just, rising every day. And it just keeps going up. So, Yep, it's been great.
I think it was 2008 when Fred and you met at the tour and began to talk about let's have a band.
Yeah, it was. We were touring on All Hope Is Gone, and we had Dragon Force open up for us, and we just started hanging out. And next thing you know, we started talking about our love for death metal and black metal, and talk about, side projects and stuff like that. And a lot of bands talk about, we need to work together, we need to do this, we need to do that. And, as soon as we get off tour, we're going to form a band. But this really came into reality. And now 3 records later, here we are, and I'm talking to you.
Yeah. You can also talk to her or the camera.
Hello. Yeah. So no, it's been a great journey so far, and the journey continues.
Mm-hmm. And did you click immediately, you two guys, when you
Fred?
met? Like, did you come at a good point in your career where you just were like, oh my God, I just waited for a guy to come up to found the band outside of Slipknot?
Well, yeah. I mean, you just meet those counterparts. Sometimes it's just like you can try and form a band, but if you don't have like the same mindset or like the same goal or the same vision, it won't work. And that's like how Sinsaenum was formed. Beside, like when I suggested Attila, and then, with Sean, our lead vocalist right now, and Attila's lead vocalist as well. We have 2 singers. It's just been it's a work in progress, and now with 3 releases, I think that shows a lot of dedication, especially since we live in all different areas of the world. So, but everything's been great, man. Yeah, no complaints.
Talking about different areas of the world, did it ever happen you were all together in one single room to rehearse?
Yeah, and we rehearse like every day, whether it's in the dressing room or, on stage, doing sound checks or whatever.
I mean, off tour.
But off tour?
Before the tour.
Yeah, well, when we're off tour, we all have to go to our homes. And, of course, I live in America, there's guys that live in France. Sean lives in Atlanta, and so like when we come together, we have to do our homework and make sure that we show up and we do the best we can.
So you still live in Des Moines, in Iowa, where you grew up, right?
Yep, I still live there. Yep.
Do you think this environment there especially formed you as a musician or a personality, or forged you in some kind of way, other than it might have happened in, let's say, New York or something?
Since I'm from the Midwest, and in America, that's where I started, so that's where my heart still lies. But I will say this, like every time I get to go on tour, especially being able to have the privilege to come over to your beautiful country and be able to play for fans that appreciate our music, there's no better gift than that, especially when you're playing black and death metal and extreme music like that, because that's where our heart lies. And the fact is, I'm getting to do an interview with you, of course, and there's people that are showing up to the shows, and we have 3 releases, so like it's just we keep working, and then we're building a building, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
A musical building.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
So the fans, they keep showing up, of course, to the gigs. Do you have the impression the fans come for the band itself, or just for the musicians, because they like Dragon Force, maybe they want to see the bass player, or they like Slipknot, maybe they want to see just you drumming or something?
I don't think about that. I think about the fans, and our performance needs to be directed right to the fans as Sinsaenum. I don't think about Slipknot. Fred doesn't think about Dragon Force while we're out here. So we concentrate on exactly where our heart lies and exactly what we're doing. We don't. That would be stupid to think that like, oh, there's fans showing up. I understand there's fans that I have because of like what I've done in the past, but they're also here, and that's why we're delivering the music that we have, and they've been very receptive, and we're very thankful for them.
Do you like the term supergroup, if people mention it too, like because there are some people of well-known groups in the band? Do you like the term, or is it just bullshit?
Yeah, I really don't care what people think, and besides, our true fans, when they show up, if you disappoint them, then that's an issue. But other than that, man, like we just do what we do, and we have a goal, and basically the goal is to create the music that we want and get out to as many countries, to as many people as possible, and kill it the best we can. Otherwise, like you can't think about like what other people think. You just can't. It's stupid. You gotta look inside yourself, and that's how like we started playing music in the first place. Like how like we started. It wasn't like trying to impress anyone or do anything. But the fact is, like when we formed this band, it wasn't necessarily trying to get out to a bunch of people. It was just something that had to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same as Fred said about founding Sinsaenum. Mm-hmm. It was kind of necessity for him, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not necessarily like, I have an idea, like I really like death metal, or I really like black metal, and I want to form, one of those bands. It was just something that was in him, something that was in me, and we talked about it like when we were on tour together. And here we are. I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Here we are. It's it's a little miracle that we can sit here, because how's the thing in your spine doing at the moment?
Say again?
How's the thing in your spine doing at the moment?
Everything's fine.
Yeah?
Yep. Tons of therapy, great trainers and everything. All my health is good, so can't complain, man.
So do you feel any difference when you play by medication or something? No. Or do you have to alter stuff on stage? It's just the same as like 20 years ago?
Yep. Yeah. It's exactly the same now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but is it a kind of miracle? You can do this again?
Yeah.
Because I think this condition just renders people like inert or something.
People don't. Here's the thing, man. I keep getting this question. It starts getting annoying, but I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it starts pissing me off a little bit, but like, yeah, I can kick my leg out like that, and like the thing is, I lost my legs completely, and I start thinking about people that honestly have, lost their legs completely, that can't walk or on crutches and stuff like that, and how thankful I am that that I did, for my trainers and my lady, and just the determination to be able to get back up on my feet and not let anything beat me,
So Sinsaenum and Vimic, you are the band. This is the main projects you're playing for at the moment.
Yeah.
What's the basic difference between those two? Is this two different mindsets for you when you play?
The music is always the same as far as the mindset, because it's a determination, and it's something that's within the heart. The heart bleeds music no matter what, and it bleeds different type of music. It always has different ideas. It has different structures as far as like how you want to portray your personality, or like how you want to show your creativity to the world. And now, with Vimic and Sinsaenum, I think it shows a big result and determination of like what I went through, and like where I land now, and dedicated to both of those bands 100%.
All right. Yeah. It's anyway nice to have you here, and we can watch your band play tonight, and because it's something special for me to have all you people together on tour.
Cool, man. That's killer. Yeah.
Any last words out there for the fans of
just
you?
The fans, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for supporting everything that I do, and hope you're at the show tonight. And if not, I'll see you on another show, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.